Day 17. You know what that means? There's only 4 more days after this because we're ending on 21. So anyways, today wasn't bad. It's just more of the same at this point. It was like a shit show of just not sleeping at all. And it was pretty tough because it's not about not sleeping anymore. It's just about not going mentally insane. I can see how those longer term effects can definitely affect you. I think it's easy to do the detox, honestly. I think the detox is easy. That's what I figured out with my genius brain. The hard part is the long term. It's not necessarily depression. It's just things that used to make you happy don't make you happy, if that makes sense. I could sit and watch certain YouTubers for hours. It kind of goes back to that idea of being okay with being bored. Things that used to make me happy do not make me happy, and I sit around and I kind of think, am I just unhappy now, or is it that I need to find new hobbies or things? Someone suggested Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm thinking about doing MMA, but just, I think the lack of sleep in the long term, kind of, you have to find your new self. I think that's the hardest part here. That's kind of where I'm struggling. Is last night I went to sleep at 10, I went to sleep at 10:30, woke up at 12:30, so 2 hours of sleep. I roll around till about 2 a.m., so another hour and a half. I finally decide that it's time to get up because I look at a WebMD article and it says, get out of bed if you can't sleep, all these things. And I didn't even think about this, but I drank sweet tea from Chick-fil-A at like 8:30, 9 at night. I had a hot dog, even though I had dinner, I just ate a hot dog. And it was all these things, like, don't eat late at night. Don't drink caffeine. I'm like, I didn't drink caffeine. Then it was like coffee/sweet tea. And I'm like, oh, I drank the sweet tea. Everything I did wrong. So right now I'm trying to eat around 6:30 or 7 at the latest. You don't need to eat past that time, guys. I know it's sometimes on Suboxone we're like munching late and grubbing, but you need to change those habits, I think. At least I do. You don't have to change anything. You're perfect. But that's pretty much it, is eat earlier. Don't drink sweet tea. I just gotta go back to my water. I kind of let up on my water. I wasn't drinking as much. So I'm going back to that. I've already drank 2 liters today, and I'm kind of settling in on about 2 liters, and then maybe another glass or 2. But that's maybe like 80 ounces, okay? It's about 80 ounces if you look it up. I'm not doing the 130 that I was doing originally. That was to get the drugs out of my system. So that's really it. Long term is just, I woke up, I got up, I sat up upstairs because it said get out of bed. Like, it's like punishment. Okay, you don't want to go to sleep, and you don't get to roll around and be comfy in bed. You go sit upstairs. It said do not use your phone screen, which is all what we want to do. We want to watch YouTube, videos, Netflix, whatever. No. So it said meditate, read a book, write in your journal, or listen to music. So I'm listening to calming music on my phone, and I waited. It said you either do 30 minutes, 60 minutes, an hour, 20, whatever. I did a whole 30 minutes sitting in my living room at 2 a.m. I would literally watch some neighbors come home. I was like, wow, people are coming home at 2 a.m. I haven't done that in a while. So it was kind of interesting to see what's going on around the neighborhood. But more importantly, after I sat for 30 minutes, I went back in. I think it was 2:30, and I woke up at 6:30. So maybe I got about 4 hours after that. It's just felt really tired all day today. I felt like death, but that's okay because it's, if you're watching these in the future, I'm like 3 or 4 days. I started posting it like day 4 or 5. The point is, whatever. It's a 3-day weekend. It's Labor Day weekend. And I am so grateful because I need 3 days to relax. It's Friday evening. It's like the sunset hour, they call it. The sun is setting. There's beautiful green grass behind me. I'm just sitting in this lounge chair out here about to grab some dinner. It's about 7 p.m. So, life is good. Life is good today. We need to find reasons to be happy. I need to find reasons to be happy more specifically, but that's really about it. So if you watch this far, it gets better. It's just different things kind of happen, but they're not necessarily worse than the original things. They're just different. And there's going to be lots of problems that I have to handle and learn to handle and cope without Suboxone, and that's part of it. Even though I had the tools and I say I'm ready and I do have coping strategies, and I had them while I was on Suboxone, I didn't go use drugs, I didn't go drink because I knew how to handle things, I still was relying a lot on Suboxone. So even though I came off the Suboxone and I had this 8 years clean of a history of not using drugs and things like to handle my life, I still have issues that I need to solve. That's it. And now it's like, okay, now even more so without Suboxone. It's like the next level. I'm leveling up to the final boss that is my life. So anyways, That's all I got. Love you. Day 18 is coming tomorrow. It's Saturday. Gonna be good. Check it out. What?